It's been a tumultuous couple of weeks, Jonathan, for the Panthers. The firing of head coach Matt Rule, trades this week of Robbie Anderson and Christian McCaffrey. On the other side, Tampa Bay Bucs in search of a victory as well. They've lost 3 of their last 4.
Right, and still first place in the division, but notably they talk about wanting to run the football, and that starts with Leonard Fournette.
Hey, fast, physical, and smart all game. We need this win. Let's play like family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I love you.
Love you, dog.
I'm proud of you, okay?
Yep.
Just get in your flow and do your thing, okay?
Yep.
Every week's a tough week, in the NFL. That's what I'm coming to learn. So you can't go into any week taking it for granted, thinking this is going to be a breeze. I think especially divisional games, everyone's trying to knock you down a peg. You're trying to get to the top of your division. We know we're going to have tough opponents outside of our division, so we want to make sure we handle those that are in our division, just so we can give ourselves the best chance we can. Coach Moore has always said this for a long time. He said there's 5 plays that are going to be the deciding factor whether you win or lose, and you don't know what those 5 plays are. So you don't know when they're going to happen. You don't know whether you're going to be involved or not.
We spoke to Brady, he told us our best football must be ahead of us. We are not doing enough to score points. From the 36-yard line, Brady fires downfield, and the pass is bobbled and dropped by Mike Evans. Would have had an easy touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. You never see him do that.
And now Brady under pressure, and he's brought down back at the 27-yard line. 10 straight completions for Walker. Looking to make it 11. End zone. Touchdown.
Brady made the right read, the right throw, but again, the execution just a little bit off today. Boy, this is bad. And I'm talking about the body language of the Bucs as they walk back to the sideline. Very lethargic, that's what it looks like.
Look at me. All you can do is be an all-pro right tackle. You understand?
Yeah.
And you just keep being a leader. I think right now you're a leader by the way you play, the way you compete, the way you win. You know what I'm saying? You can start being more vocal. Start being more vocal.
Yeah.
But be you. Don't let you trying to do more than you usually do affect you.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Carolina Panthers
Put it on them.
with their first win under interim head coach and Charlotte native Steve Wilkes defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 21-3.
What's going on with your offense right now?
We're not playing well. We're not playing well as individuals. We're not playing well as a team. We're not coaching it well. And it's about as dark as it's going to be right now. And those guys who are going to step up are going to show up this week in practice. Our leaders are going to lead. Our coaches are going to coach. And we're just going to dig and keep our head down. It's a pride football game. It's a prideful football game, and that's really all you come into the world when you start playing this game is either you can or you can't. We're going to see what we have going forward, see how many people crumble when it's dark, and see how many people step up and start playing better.
What's been the most challenging part of these last 48 hours since we last saw you on Sunday?
What's been the most challenging part of the last 48 hours?
On a quick. Go! Stay back out. Right there. Good. Trish, you're up.
It's hard to pinpoint it. If I knew what it was, we wouldn't be having these conversations. So that's what's frustrating. We've been putting in a lot of extra time, trying to get all of us on the same page, us, tight ends, wide receivers, running backs, quarterback, so I'm excited. I think everyone's ready to go.
Quick.
We know we're a ball club that can win a lot of games, and we will win a lot of games. So, being at top of the division, that's good, for playoff picture, but we got to fix the task at hand right now before we even start thinking about the playoffs, because we'll just be a one-and-done team. So, it's important to get back on the right track of things.
Yeah, we need to win bad. Last 5 games, we lost 4. So, definitely got to get back on track, just take it week by week. But we got a short week, so we got to hit the film, get on the field, get the looks right, execute on Thursday.
4 down overload, 60's the mic.
Especially playing on Thursday, you don't have a lot of time to dwell on things. So, like I said, you come in today, see what we got to fix, make the adjustments and corrections necessary, and get ready to go for this Thursday.
Man, we need to win every week, I feel like, but definitely this week. We're back at home. We got to win. Lost 2 in a row. We can't go lose 3 in a row. It's going to be terrible.
I mean, every win is important, but we really just need to win just to have that reset and just remind ourselves that, okay, we have potential of making a playoff run.
Not a bad thing to have adversity. It's what you do with it when you get it. That's what's going to count tomorrow night. Get a break.
Right, let's go. Take that with a great mindset, man. Hey, Bucs on 3, 1, 2, 3. Bucs.
Through 7 games, the Buccaneers are in a dark place. They have 3 wins under their belt, along with a list of things they need to tighten up. Expectations are high, but Shaq Barrett isn't complaining.
I don't think they have too much expectations for us or high expectations, because I always expect the most from myself. And if they think we should be 17-0, I'm right with them. I don't think we should lose any game. I think we're talented enough to be able to go out there and, if we perform our best, to beat every team that we go against. And
tonight, the Baltimore Ravens are the latest in a gauntlet of opponents for the Bucs. There's no rest for the weary in Tampa.
This is going to make us battle tested. The teams who have to go through the hard schedule throughout the year are going to be more prepared than I think in the postseason for them clutch situations and them clutch moments, because we've been in that situation a lot during the regular season. So I think it's just going to have us more ready for the postseason to take our game to another level.
Shaq, move on. Big Will.
It's going to be the start of the turnaround right here, man. I can feel it. We all feel it. We've been working for this. And it's no better night than Thursday night, too. And against the hometown team. Hey.
These guys are 3-4, come off an 18-point loss last Sunday to Carolina, a team very much in flux. You're around the players and the coaches, and they say, we're just not executing.
What you should do, man.
It is. I got it.
You have the most lofty goals for me that you want, because I'm right up there with you. I want my season to be the best season ever every year, and fall short every year, but as long as I'm striving for it, I'm going to get to where I want to be at eventually.
Meanwhile, the Ravens have alternated wins and losses every week of the season. Their 3 losses, they've blown double-digit leads, so you could say in a way they could be 7-0, but as Bill Parcells always said, you are what your record says you are.
Hey, I'm hot too, I'm hot.
Hot right now?
I've been good looking all my life, so it's only right.
The fake to Drake, the pass to the outside. And they start the game with the first 2 plays going right to number 89.
Like what Todd Bowles told us this week, we need to be aggressive.
It's fired over the middle into a lot of traffic and busted up. So they try to go to Andrews again, who made 2 grabs on this. Keanu Neal and Levante David break it up.
Hey, quarterback run. Quarterback run.
The last 3 games for the Ravens, this has been a trouble area, scoring touchdowns.
And Jackson gets swallowed up after the fake to Drake.
Barrett gives him a tough read because he actually goes out like he's going to take the back, and then he settles and comes underneath.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Jackson fires, broken up.
Turn up, Woody! Tie up! Turn up!
On 2nd and 1, throws caught. That's Godwin, and Godwin will take it deep into Ravens territory.
That's where Brady finds the rhythm. Everybody's wondering, what's wrong with his offense? Let his offensive line open up some holes and run the football, and then you can get that ball out quickly off play action.
2nd and goal. Fournette, he takes it into the touchdown.
It's the shoe. It's the shoe. Go play it. Work out there like a day. You're knocking them up with joys on your feet.
Okay, this offensive line, they've had a lot of injuries. That is a heck of a job against this Ravens defense of opening things up and protecting Brady. Looked like a different team from the team we watched last week on their opening drive.
It just feels like nothing is going wrong for the defense. Like somebody going to make a play, but then like the crowd is in it, we in it. Everybody's feeling it. Everybody want to have fun, join in.
Card is in motion. Hand the ball off there, but the defense right there to stop Gus Edwards. Ran into a wall.
It is nice to see Shaq Barrett, who's known mainly as a pass rusher, get involved. Watch him use his hands to get off the block of Boyle, who's a very talented and physical blocker. He just got off of that quickness and burst.
Well, he was all over the place. He was in the backfield. He was playing fast. He was using technique, using his hands. It was his kind of game where his matchup was a little bit slower. He could use all his athleticism against them, and he came off and started and got everybody else going.
Jackson under pressure, looking, scrambling, throwing, can't hit his man. Kept it alive a long time, tried to hit Prochet, but couldn't. Fourth down. Chased by Barrett, who's been all over the place in the first quarter.
You really from B-more. Hey, you already know. They don't know how I'm built out here. I ain't know it's sharp, B.
You can't put one guy on Vita, or if you do, he's just going to wreak havoc on that whole play, and whoever's that one guy, he's going to be mad that they're going to keep putting him on him because Vita goes all day. He's not going to stop.
Jackson under pressure, look out, and he will get swallowed up at the 10. Vita Vea with the celebration as he busts through the middle. A guy who always gets double teamed is able to get through.
Vita! Welcome back, baby!
350 pounds of veteran, and this is good to see. Boy, he is athletic with those hands and getting away from the rookie Linderbaum, just overpowered.
I'm doing a Ray Lewis. I'm doing a Ray Lewis. Yeah, I know how to do it. I'm from Baltimore. What you talking about?
So they finally get a decent run. That's good for 12. Jackson sliding away, but not far enough. And that is Shaquille Barrett having a big first half.
He is so consistent in his craft because when he's not getting a sack, he's getting a knockdown. If you're not getting a knockdown, you're getting the pressure. He makes tackles for loss, interceptions, fumble recoveries.
Barrett just gets immediately into the backfield. Even Gus Edwards didn't expect him to get in that quickly.
Hey, let's hold him now, fellas. No more first.
Could be just trying to draw him offside. The play clock is down to 5. Nope, they're going for it. Pump fake, throws, and incomplete. Broken up.
Big time, baby. Big time, nigga.
In the first half, the Bucs' defensive performance is a sight for sore eyes. They hold Baltimore to 3 points, and the Ravens have nowhere to go, in the air or on the ground. But in the third quarter, things take a turn.
Well, that defense now has Shaq Barrett, who is down on the grass to get some attention.
My Achilles.
Had a real good first half.
Stepped on. Feel like kicked or.
Skim, see if you can walk. Put all your weight on. Put all your weight on. Stay with me. Stay with me.
It feel like I don't know. Yeah, I'm strong. It just feels super weird.
Yeah.
A torn Achilles is the way Shaq Barrett's season will end. And for the rest of the night, the defense isn't the same without him. Baltimore's offense goes on to put up 27 points, and the Buccaneers can't keep pace.
How hard was it watching a guy like Shaq Barrett leave with injury, knowing the kind of impact he was having on the game before he left?
Yeah, that's really tough. Shaq was balling. I hope him nothing but the best. I know we all do. Hoping it's nothing serious.
It's definitely gonna be real hard. Not having him out there, have his spirit, having his energy out there. It's gonna be very tough.
We got a lot of talent, a lot of guys behind Shaq that can play. So if that's the case, the next person has to step up and continue what he was doing.
It's tough, we're losing. It's tough to see everybody down. Everybody wants to be happy and having fun, but losing's not fun. So we have to turn it around. The season's not over, like I said, so we just got to come back next week, ready to go.
Morning, guys. You guys paying attention? Guys, we gotta pick it up mentally, okay? We come in here, and our words are accountability, but at the same time, we play hard, we practice hard, we don't talk. We talk in the cafeteria, we drive each other to work, we go to dinner on Thursday nights as a group. We talk all day long. We get in here, we don't talk. Do you ask your coaches details of what's going on? Do you have input? I don't like this. This might be better if I do that against this guy. You have to win your one-on-one, but do you know what you're doing? Do you know your job inside out? That's the only thing we're missing. Accountability doesn't mean yelling. It means talking to each other. It means holding each other accountable for the job that you want to do. How good do you want to be? How much did it take for you to get here? How much will you lose when you leave here? The older you get, the more problems you come about because you start to have a family, then you have kids, and you have more friends that you ever want to do. The younger you get, you should have more to prove. You want to be a millionaire. You want to take care of your family. You want it for whatever reasons. How hungry are you? Me, I'm hungry every day. I was never given anything. I had to earn everything I got, still earning it. That's just me, that's how I was raised, that's how I was brought up. Everybody's got a different story. But when you're in here, we gotta know what the we're doing. That's what we're missing on game day. That's why we don't have the fire on game day. We play hard, not saying we don't. When it's time to work, our minds have got to click. Our minds have got to click, guys. That's okay, we'll get the next one. We can make plays to win ball games if we just played together. Nobody in here is immune to making a mistake. When we get that, not me, it's got to come from everybody in here accounting for each other. It's a competitive sport. When you get comfortable and you get your nice cars and your nice place, a couple free meals, a couple nice jewelry things, and you get comfortable and you out on the street, watch how many people believe in you. All we got is each other. From the Super Bowl till now, all we got is each other. Hold each other accountable. We got great guys in here. That don't mean you don't have to work, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. It's not a job because you grew up playing it when you were broke. Some of us were 5 stars, some of us had no stars. Some of you guys were first rounders, some of you guys were free agents. You're all in the same place. But you gotta enjoy coming to work. You're gonna have problems outside your job all day long as you get older. All day long, it's never going anywhere. It's called life. You will never get to the point where you are totally happy. Somebody's gonna pass away, somebody's gonna get sick, okay? Somebody's gonna get hurt. That's just life. It's called life. How you deal with it, how you navigate yourself through it, is how successful you'll be at the end.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Hey, bud.
For me, you think about Christmas, you think about gifts, you think about Thanksgiving, you think about family. And for me, Halloween is gifts and family. I feel like it's the most genuine holiday. You know, you're just a little kid, you go out, get some candy. You know, sometimes you can eat it, sometimes you can't. But it's just the thrill of being able to see if you can get the biggest candy bar. You know what to say when we get to the door? Victor? What do we say? You're supposed to say it really loud. What'd you say after they give you candy? When somebody gives you some candy, what do you say after?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. You excited?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm excited for you. You know Halloween is my favorite holiday?
Yep.
The best part about this is you get candy and you get to exercise at the same time. Did you know that? You know what exercise is? I thought you said you wanted to have big old muscles. When Deuce was small and Bash was small, I got a chance to hold their hands and walk through, and I know the neighbors and I know the community. Hi. Everybody kind of does a little bit. You know, hopefully it's still the same. We haven't been there in 2 years for COVID, but I think it's gonna be cool. Did you guys say thank you?
Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome.
Did you say trick or treat?
Thank you. Trick or treat.
You gotta hold on to your bags. It's a really nice setup you got. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. It's a lot of electricity there.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
With everything that's going on with the season as far as the losing streak that we're on, I think it's good to be able to know who, for me, is who I'm playing for, what I'm doing all of this for, the reason why I strive to be the best I can be, and everything I do is my kids. Look at you, Victor. Look at William, because I know he can't see a thing in that mask. Woo! Peace and love, baby, peace and love. Let me see if I can fit this thing. Oh, man, it smells like your breath. I know they're looking at me and they're watching me, and I don't want them to see those frustration and anger and all that stuff that builds up from football. I want them to be able to say when Dad comes home, he's a dad, he's still a professional, but at the end of the day, he's all about family. Are you a Bucs player? Yeah. I'm a Bucs player, too. Give me some knuckles, man. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, look, we got two of them.
You got another Bucs player? Oh, I see your jersey. Oh, you a Bucs? I'm sorry I passed you, man. Happy Halloween. Who's your favorite player? Gronk? Who is your favorite player? Tom Brady?
Will Golston used to be our favorite.
Wow. That's me. Yeah. Yeah, you know, stop. You know?
I know he's all dressed up.
Yeah, I gotta get dressed up for Halloween, man.
Yeah. Well, we miss you, man. You always used to put on a good show.
See, they knew the antics I had during Halloween. Sometimes I lit fireworks when I wasn't supposed to, but.
We were there for that one, too. I still tell stories about that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you had all the rookies out with the buckets of water?
Yeah. Look at that. See, look at that, man. I'm glad I was remembered. That was the whole point.
Appreciate you.
All right, you guys have a great one.
Thanks for stopping us, man.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Happy Halloween.
After a tough 3 weeks, the Buccaneers need to exercise their demons. But it won't be easy, with the ghosts of last season's NFC divisional game coming to town.
What was the hardest part of that loss?
I mean, the hardest part was, how we lost.
Here we go. Stafford, deep downfield. He's got Cup again. He's at the 10. 30 yards to win the game. Matt Gape boots it through. And the Rams.
I'd be lying if I said I got over it, within the week or 2 weeks. I think it took me a while until maybe a couple weeks after the Super Bowl for me to really kind of, put it to rest and put it aside.
It took me a while. It took me a while to get over that loss.
For like 3 months. It was tough. It was tough, man. I couldn't watch anything for a while.
Fresh off a Super Bowl win, you know what it takes, you want to get another one. But, when the cards don't fall your way, you got to live with it. But one thing I don't do in life is I don't dwell on bad things.
I think it's difficult to shake something like that just because you sit there thinking, like, what could have been, coulda, shoulda, woulda, all that.
That was really one of the wildest games I've ever been a part of, I'm not gonna lie.
them getting ahead on us and then us forcing like 3 fumbles to get back into the game, and then obviously the last play with Cup. I'll always remember that play as long as I'll probably live. Still thinking about it to this day.
I feel like getting blown out would have been better than crawling back and being right there just to have the NFC Championship at home if we win that game. It was heartbreaking, man. I definitely cried. Definitely cried after that game. I don't cry as much anymore, but I shed some tears after that one.
There are similar storylines here. They've got injury issues on the offensive line. The quarterback's not able to produce the points because of those issues. And here they are, some say kind of urgent, although the Bucs with a win could move right to the top of their division.
It's a lot different when you lose 5 out of 6 as opposed to win 5 out of 6. You get everyone that calls you, everyone wants to come to the games. Now, nobody wants to come to the games. Don't worry, we'll see you from home this week. And that's just part of it. You have to dig deep and believe in yourself, and you have to believe in your teammates. I think you're always proud of the things that you overcome rather than things that, hey, this went great, it was a piece of cake all season. No, you dig deep, you learn about the character of yourself and your teammates when you go through challenging situations. And we certainly are in a challenging one. We're not in a position we want to be in. That means we got to work harder to fight to get things right, and that's what we're going to do.
No matter how dire the circumstance, there's an unshakable confidence with the Buccaneers quarterback. And after 23 seasons in the league, it's a die-hard mentality that never seems to fade.
I think just the urgency is something that I've kind of gleaned from watching him and being around him, and you see how he works every single day to simulate the game, the looks, and just the intensity, and he brings that every day, and I think it makes our whole team better, and it certainly made me better.
Cade Otton is getting a crash course on life in the NFL. The rookie tight end shows promise, and through 8 weeks of the season, he's gaining the trust of his quarterback and his team.
I think the value I bring to the team is that I can be on the field for every down. They can ask me to do a wide variety of things, and I can do my best to get it done.
It's a skill set that sounds familiar, and for some, it's reminiscent to another Buccaneers tight end, but you won't hear Cade make that comparison.
Gronk was someone I had watched a ton of film of in college, and someone I really looked up to, and I didn't look at it as like I'm trying to replace Gronk. I don't think that's realistic. He's the best to ever do it, but it was a great opportunity to be around a lot of guys he played with and develop those tools to make an impact like he did.
Cade has endured a lot this year. He was forced to sit out the beginning of the Bucs offseason program while recovering from a surgery for a broken fibula, an injury he suffered at the University of Washington, before he and his wife Sierra uprooted their lives to move cross-country to Tampa. Fast forward to mid-season, where multiple injuries to Cam Brate meant the expectation to produce was now on Cade. And tragically, in September, he lost his mother Sally to Parkinson's disease. She was 50.
My wife, she's amazing and has kept me solid and grounded this whole time. And the teammates I have just been unreal. When my mom died, just everyone checking in on me, making sure I was okay. And I'm so lucky to be in this place and a part of this organization.
He doesn't know it yet, but Cade is going to be called upon tonight in a big way. Midway through the fourth quarter, the Buccaneers have yet to find the end zone against the defending Super Bowl champs. It's a game that's still within reach, but the Bucs are down late, and they're running out of chances.
Let's go, Tommy. This the one, brother. This gonna be the one right here. This gonna be the one to get us back on track. This the guy.
When you're the one that has the momentum, you feel relatively unstoppable. It feels like nothing can go wrong. But on the other side of it, it's tough to stop it. And it seems like no player can seemingly put their finger on why. It just kind of feels like that's the way it goes. It's like somebody has to make a play to stop the snowball from turning to an avalanche. But it's a lot easier said than done.
There go, baby. We chip away at these. It ain't gotta be pretty, it just gotta get done.
that mental fortitude that you gotta have a fortress in there, because the most important thing is right now. All right, just play over with. The next play is up. That's really just how I look at it. You can't look at it as, oh snap, we doing bad, or oh snap, we doing good. It's about competing. You're competing with your teammates, your boys, your homies. You gotta go, you gotta roll.
We get this, we score one touchdown, it's over with.
You just keep digging deeper into yourself. You really see who the real competitors are.
There's Miller.
That should have been a bigger play. It was a good design there by Byron Leftwich.
Yeah, it looked like it had promise to go long, but only 4. And there's the pass play to White. Wide open. Miller for the 3rd time on this drive.
Throw a quick smoke right here. Just throw something right out there.
There he's got Otten. And Otten tries to deliver a stiff arm, and it's 1st and goal to go for Tampa Bay.
It's got to be really coordinated. It's a coordinated effect of a lot of people trying to move the ball down the field and get it in the end zone. And it's been frustrating because we haven't done a great job of that. I think we have a lot of confidence and belief that we can. It just hasn't come to fruition yet.
Well, here you go. 4th and goal for Tampa Bay. And down 13-9, Tony.
Well, here it is.
Here's Brady looking to the end zone. Pass up in the air and incomplete. Ramsey almost made the pick. And the Rams take over on downs. Now, it's not over yet because you still have the 2 timeouts for the Bucs. And this is it. Pick up the first. It's ball game. Rams without a first down in this quarter.
Do you run it or throw it, Jim?
I think they're going to run it. And they do with Henderson. And they stop him.
Our defense had been doing a great job all game, and we had a lot of belief in them, knew they were going to do their job, and knew we'd have a shot to get the ball back. And so, I mean, we all looked at each other, and it was pretty clear what we needed to do. This is the time. We got to go do it.
Mike, this is the drive right here. This is the drive to get us back on track. Not just for the game, bro, for the season. This is the drive for us.
When you've been beaten up, beaten down, you lose your confidence, you lose a game, you have to gain confidence from one another. You have to figure out how to motivate people and inspire people when all the things aren't great.
Nobody better in the history of the game than number 12 coming out with the game on the line. The problem is needing a touchdown.
Evans at the bottom. The deep threat. He's not looking that way, but there's a big catch to the 37 by Otten.
There you go!
First play of 20 yards in the game for Tampa Bay, and Fournette goes out.
Now you can do that. If you get that big play down the middle, they are threatened.
To the sideline, and out of bounds with the catch is Miller.
Nobody in the history of the game just decides to show up all of a sudden in the big-time moments like this guy. He's not nervous, Jim. He's done this in Super Bowls over and over again.
Hey, we gotta throw it. We gotta throw it.
Your adrenaline is extremely high, but it's because you get to literally watch it unfold like a movie.
But it's still got to get into the end zone, and that's going to be much tougher.
Here's the snap for Brady. Fakes to Fournette. He throws. It's caught. It's in for the touchdown! Incredible! Tampa Bay takes it 60 yards.
Get him! Hey, congratulations, bro. Do this!
Cade Otten, the first touchdown by a tight end this year at Tampa Bay.
You missed that Gronk guy.
But you got this rookie who suddenly made a giant leap today as a part of this offense.
You ain't a rookie no more, man. You ain't with me. You ain't a rookie no more.
With 5 catches for 66 yards, baby Gronk has arrived.
That's what you are, brother. Love you too, man. You got that start and you finish it. That's great, man. That's first touchdown, ain't it?
Todd Bowles, desperate for a win, gets it today, and Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich fall in love all over again.
Boy, the emotion in his eyes.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
What about everything that you've had to deal with over the last, couple months? What did that moment to mean?
Yeah, obviously miss my mom and, think about her right away, but I know she'd be so proud of me and just so happy to do this and that she got to watch me do it.